Hey, this is Ralph, and in this video I want to show you how you can install WordPress for a brand new website. Now, my web hosting service, DreamHost, they do have a very easy to use one-click installation for a WordPress site, and I've used it quite a few times, but for this demonstration I wanted to kind of take the slightly longer but still relatively easy approach of installing it in a more manual way. So I'm over here at wordpress.org, and they give you a basic little user guide on how to install, so I'll go ahead and kind of walk you through that. But I needed to download the WordPress series of files, and these will include some PHP files essential for the installation process. So I'm going to go ahead and take a second to download that. Okay, now that zip file has been downloaded, so let me go ahead and extract it. I'll use my 7-zip here, and I'll extract files into a subfolder. That's fine. And there we go. So here's my WordPress folder with all the important files. And these are actually what I'm going to upload into my web server space using my FileZilla or any FTP application. So let's go ahead and open up the user manual, or at least the step guide that WordPress provides, so we can make sure we're handling these steps in appropriate order. Okay, so this is the installation, little famous 5-minute installation guide for WordPress, and you can already see that I've taken care of the first step here, which is download and unzip the WordPress package. Okay, so done and done. And next I need to create a database for WordPress on my server, as well as a MySQL user who has all privileges for accessing and modifying it. Okay, so I need to take care of step 2, creating a database for WordPress on my server. So even though DreamHost, my web host, even though they have a one-step or one-click installation for WordPress, which includes the database, I just wanted to show you how easy it is regardless. And practically all web hosts will provide you the ability to create your own MySQL databases. So I'm over here on the my DreamHost web panel, and I'm creating a new MySQL database. I'm simply giving the database a name for my commuter on a scooter website. I'm creating a new host name, and I'm creating a new user with a password, and that's pretty much all there is to it. So I'll go ahead and add the new database, and there we go, success. So my database has been created, and it's just confirming the host name. And don't forget, in addition to the host name, I also have the username and password, and I'll have to make sure I remember that, or at least make a note of it, because I'll need that information when I'm doing the setup for the WordPress installation. So let's check that out. Okay, so I'm now at step 3. I need to find and rename the wp-config sample.php file. So I'm looking over at the files that I extracted, and here it is, wp-config sample, and I want to edit this with Notepad++, so that'll launch it in my text editor. Size this a little bit better for you, and you can see they've kind of put the names they've made it very clear. And even though this is not, I guess it's not too big of a file, they do make it really obvious on the things that you're changing. And like I said, if this is totally overwhelming, then most hosts, including DreamHost, the one I'm using, they have a very simple installation for WordPress. I'm just kind of going through this slightly more involved process here. So I'm going to go ahead and take a second to fill this out with my database name, my username and my password, and my host. Okay, so I've put in my basic database information, including my database name, the user, the password, and the host. Now, all of these 4 pieces of information I got, by the way, came from when I set up my database over on DreamHost. Okay, so I've scrolled a little bit further down the wp-config file, and I'm getting to this information here. So you can generate these authentication codes when they give me the website to do so. So I'm going to go ahead and take a second to take care of that. And I'll generate a secret key. Oh, it's taking care of that for me. And I'll put in this information into my file. I'll just do a little copy paste. I'm going to copy all of that, jump back over to my editor, paste right there, getting a little word wrap action going on, but that's not really of our concern. So that part is done. So I've updated this particular file now. So I'm going to go ahead and do a file, save as, and I'm going to take away the -sample. I don't want that as part of my file name, just wp-config. Go ahead and save that. So now in my files, I don't want that sample file anymore since I've got my wp-config, so I'll just delete that. So now I've got these main files. Now let's upload the WordPress files to the desired location on your web server. Alright, I can handle that part. Okay, so I'm logged in using my FileZilla program. I have to go into my commuteronascooter.com folder. And let's see, I just need to go ahead and grab my WordPress files, and here they all are. Let's see if I can get these onto the side of the screen so you can kind of see them both. There we go. So I can just select everything here, drag them right into my web space. Should go pretty quick. Okay, so files are finished uploading. The last step is to run the WordPress installation. So let's jump over to my browser and I'll go to commuteronascooter.com. And I've got my index.html, so let me go ahead and fix that. When you publish this, WordPress includes an index.php. But you remember I uploaded that dummy index.html before, so I can delete that. Because my server, when faced with two choices, it does the .html over the PHP. But I really want to launch the index.php. So I just deleted my old sample HTML file. I should just be able to refresh this browser. And now have a WordPress site.